Oh boy. All right. Let us roll on. Let's get that baby locked in. Can we get out of here without getting whacked? Looks doubtful. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Hi, Shimei. Hey, Sarah. Please thumbs up if you're coming in. I am sore as I can hardly grasp the steering wheel tonight. Oh. Come on. One of these gassy grandmas let me out here. I think we got a no. I don't think we got a clear yet. Gotta take a real shot when you pull out of there. Gotta pull out like a rocket. Hi Lucy, how are you, sweetie? What's going on, my great ornithologist? Photographer there, bird photographer. Hope you're doing well, honey. Hey, Nicole, I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm really sore from doing more work today, so it's gonna be ain't gonna be a long one. I'm gonna cook dinner and go soak my head. Hey, Joni. Alright, let's hit that thumbs up button. I hope everybody's doing well. I think I noticed since I've been cutting out that Splenda, blood pressure's doing better already. Oh, hey Alan, how are you? Callie Mo, good to see you. We got the great Ronnie here. Shimei, who is the Bobby Kimball, how are you? Joni Portwood. We got Lucy. Man, it's terrible trying to get out of the place here. Why are you sad, Anton? Do they have air raid sirens in Poland tonight? Hey, Desert. How you doing? Did someone just leave that thing? I don't know. Hey, Amanda, I'm sorry. I can barely grip the steering wheel. My hands are so sore from the work I did today with the hedge trimmer. 5 hours of that. I wish I could go tonight, but there's just no way that I can have the power to pedal a bike tonight. So I apologize for that. That was a slip. Drone attacks. Well, why are you worried about that? Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate to let people down. I am just show you how smashed up my arms and hands are. It's just, some days you feel 64. Hey, Kelly. How you doing, babe? I think probably I'll be able to do this. Oh, go ahead. Don't let me slow you down. Don't mind that stop sign. There you go. I think I'll probably be able to do this work for about 5 more years. Seems like I'm working harder now than when I was working, now that I'm retired. How's everybody doing tonight? Please hit the thumbs up button. We are statistically way behind tonight. Please take a second to hit the thumbs up button. We don't have memberships. We don't have Patreons. We don't have GoFundMes. Just your thumbs up. That's the only membership we've ever had. The only membership we will ever have. You and your thumbs up and whatever kindness you choose to bestow on the channel. It is always appreciated. Hello, Alex. I assume people are here because they like to be here. And it is always appreciated. Let's enjoy a coffee, cook up something. How you doing, Kelly? I gotta use the rest of this red sauce up, so I'm gonna have to use this pepperoni chicken up tonight. Thank you, Kelly. I know you do, sweetie. I know you do. I feel like I think I hit the 65, 70% mark today, so I'm pretty happy. Hey, Dawn Marie, how are you? I feel like I hit the 65, 70%, and all the work gets easier from here now. So I think one more day tomorrow should really wrap it up for the things that I really need to do to get ready for autopilot as far as the landscaping is concerned, because I'm going to be away for a few weeks in July, and I got to make sure that things are going to take care of themselves. Now I'm okay, but I'm just really sore, all smashed up from just up and down the ladder, and Rosie ain't no spring chicken. I'm a happy chicken, but I'm not a spring chicken. I want to get this physical work out of the way. I'm in the mood for love, dear, simply because you're near me. It is a gassy grandma. Hey, Lisa. Oh, I'm okay, honey. I'm not going to keel over, but I'm saying there's no way that I'm going to be able to pedal a bike tonight. There's just no way. No way. No way. No way. That ambulance driver looked like John Candy. All right, there we go. Well, I like to work hard. I mean, I figured this way, Lisa. We got two strong hands and a strong back, and Lord knows I'm built like an ox. So it's just that I get some arthritis in my, especially my right hand. Someone died. Someone died about what? Are we still talking about the drone attacks in Moscow? It's a war. All right. I told you when this war began a year ago, I said, wait until, it's going to take some time, but wait till they start to take the war to Moscow. That's when the war will really hit home to the people in Russia. All right, when you can no longer effectively be comforted by your airspace or whatever, then it starts to take hold of people. So if you're coming in, please take a second to hit the thumbs up button. It is very appreciated. So it's going to be an easy night tonight. I'm going to have a coffee, go cook some. I'm going to have some chicken that I thawed, some pepperoni, some red sauce, and make it simple. I'm always grateful that I can walk and no injuries. That's nice, Lisa. I'm happy for you, honey. You seem very sprightly. I'm very happy that I can still go up a ladder. I still have great strength. Hey, Rio. And my mind is still reasonably sharp. I don't think I've lost much in the way of memory, a little bit off the top maybe. But I don't like to disappoint people. You know, I really wanted to go riding tonight, but I'm in such a physical stretch of work here right now that I don't like to disappoint Amanda, and I mean, she likes to see Juan and stuff. She understands at the end of the day too that this is all swollen up here. So it is what it is. Right? When you're an old bird, you're an old bird. 60 and work like a man. There we go, Cindy. I'm 64 and work like an ox. That dumb old ox. They're mine when you're on every single night. Well, you know what, Lisa B? I love the people that come in to, I'm old. Yeah, you're fine. You know, Lisa, I love the people that come into the chat here. It really is my socialization on the daily, and I don't like to miss that too much. Thank you, Amanda. You know, you guys make it so nice. We don't always, the thing I like about here, we don't always have to see the same way. We don't always have to agree on politics or economics or social forecasting or religion and things like that. But we always get along here because we deal with everybody from a level of respect and humbleness and humility. It's a great thing to have in life. We don't have all the answers. Let's welcome Haircut McGee to the channel for the very first time ever. Welcome to you. So that's my soapbox today. I have a feeling we might walk around a little bit on 4th Street tonight. I have a feeling this store's getting ready to shut down over here. Back in 4 hours. Okay, babe. I got a feeling that I'm gonna be having some chicken tonight. It's up on the video. You've had a great adventure and interview. I've met some very, very interesting people for sure. I don't know why McGee got cut out there. I have no idea. But he just said thank you, so I don't know why, but I'm not a moderator, so I let my moderators handle the chat. I've learned just keep your fingers off of it, so I think we're okay. We're all right. Looks like it got restored. I think it was accidental misfire. So everybody keep your drawers on. We're okay. No cats were harmed in that. No, don't worry about it. Do not worry. Do not worry. Uh, that's the beautiful thing about this channel. Is I don't have to moderate. I got great moderators, so I don't have to worry about anything. No, it's regular. It's haircut. Oh, haircuts new channel today. Okay, thank you, Ronnie. Oh, okay. We know what that is. Somebody that's new to YouTube. The very first day they discover live streams and come in and hit a live stream. That's good. Uh, I am in Santa Rosa, California. The one that you called ironic, fat flat. Fat flat. How ironic. So right now we're enjoying our 18 minutes of sunshine for the day, which is kind of good because it spared me from working outside in the heat today. The sunshine. I don't know if it's ever going to get warm here. I don't know. Catherine will tell me what it was down in Vallejo today. Sunshine on my van. Plus, I think we're gearing up for the second wave of allergy. Oh, live chat check. There we go. Hey, Kelly. No, that's Rio. I already said hi. I don't know why people go to Chevy's when right on the same street, about 3 blocks away, you have 5 of 6. Hey, Justin, and hey, Nippy, you got 6, 7 of the greatest Mexican restaurants concentrated in one location. Let's see. Are you? I'm doing good, Nippy. Just a little sore from working today up. I had a lot of hedge to trim and orange tree and another big work day. I didn't want to get to a situation like fall where that Lady Banks roses are so wild they're hanging over the house 4 or 5 feet. I'm just gonna do the work that needs to be done and just do more preventative stuff. 78 in Oakdale. What is it here? It is 64, which is glorious. So I'm still targeting Alan to wrap up this work and take a couple days. I don't want to call it a holiday, a couple days adventure over to Sonora. Over there, stopping in Oakdale. Hopefully to have maybe have breakfast, hang out, and maybe look around a little bit in Oakdale. Yeah, that's it, Nippy. 91 here, very nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Hey, Zofo, how are you? Wait till I get there, Justin. It'll be 115. '67 here in Connecticut. Oakdale has a nice lake. That's nice. Mid-70s here, nice for now. Sonora is in, I don't want to say, is it Stanislaus County over there, or is it, what county is that in, Yolo, or Plaster? I don't know what it's in. Hey, Angus, what county is Sonora in? What a beautiful little town. If you saw, I went there in November. So I'd like to go twice a year. Once in late November and then once in spring, summer. Tuolumne County, thank you. So that's all up in the foothills. "53 degrees. So I have another video, day 2 of this particular bit of work, and then I want to, tomorrow I want to dress out front, pull some more weeds, beautify it. I'm going to be staying at the same, I think it's called the Lamplighter. I think I'll appreciate it a little more because last time I was really distressed about having lost all of my video that I shot in Jamestown and in Knightsbridge. And then I kind of pulled myself up by the bootstraps and said, well, you know what? I'll just shoot it again tomorrow. And I went back and I got even better footage. So this time I'll be in a better frame of mind, Lisa. 61 degrees on the mean streets. My tomato plants are doing stellar, Justin. Check out my last late May update from the Rancho. Doing really, really well. So tomorrow's the day I cut up the logs and take the front up to the next level. It was fun in Jamestown. Seeing the Petticoat Junction water tank and all that. Come ride the little train that is rolling down the track to the junction. Ooh, ooh, lots of curves, you bet. Even more. Yeah, I'm in a better mood now. I mean, I can appreciate it a little more. Right, Lisa? Walk to town a little bit. I can appreciate it a lot more. If you're not in a good mental frame of mind, I don't like. Only about 3 times in 10 years have I ever lost like an SD card corruption, and it's very rare. And I got back and loaded up that SD card and stuck it in to start editing, and nothing on it. That's why as much as the quality's not as great as a dedicated camera, smartphones are still amazing for just shoot, edit in phone, and put it up. Even though this phone has probably shot more video segments than any Samsung phone that was ever sold, no matter what model worldwide. I'm quite sure I broke the record for the most video segments and videos produced on one smartphone. I think Samsung would send me one, right? Samsung. Oh, that's right. They're firing. They got a missile fired out of North Korea today. So they got bigger fish to fry. Well, welcome to YouTube, Harold. We see your channel just came online today. Where are you from? My husband is installing a soundbar and I'm witness protection. Sound bars. Yeah, sometimes those things aren't easy to mount. Let me see what this thing is. Hold on a minute. I need a vacation in Moscow. What is that? Ooh. Sorry about that. Janet was telling me about showing me her what she harvested out of her. She sent me a pic of her radishes and her lettuce. Yes, I've heard of Pocatello. That's where the fertilizer factory is. That if the wind's moving in the wrong direction, you get that fertilizer smell over the valley there. Hey, Deb. How are you, awesome lady? How you doing? I'm sore tonight, but I'm doing good. The older I get, the more crooked this finger starts. It's kind of weird. I'm continuing. Every day should get theoretically a little bit easier now. I have a nice garden. Yeah, they got a good one. She was showing me her first production. Hey Warren, how are you? Good to see you. NC Van Man, legend of Asheville, North Carolina. How you doing? One of the true OGs from 2013-14. I don't know, Anton. I've gone my whole life without it. I think I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay, Warren. Just catching some breezes. Just gonna have some pepperoni chicken tonight. It's nice. Might do a little walk around just down here. Oh, you never tried it either. Pardon my sniffling. I hope I'm not coming up to another horrendous peak of allergies.
Everybody's got a hungry heart.
It's time for the preach and feed. It's a guy. Some new entertainment. Oh, my nose is itchy. We got some of these people are going up to the Mission Preach and Feed, Redwood Gospel Mission. You guys should be used to it all the years here. Hey, why not? Deep within her heart lies a melody. Well, I don't see my boyfriend down here tonight, so that's good. Hey Starbeam, I hope Janet tells me when we're gonna go to lunch or something before I go back to Vegas. Hey Butterfly, how are you? I'm in the mood for love, dear, simply because you're near me. Yeah, just holding that up and down the ladder today. 150 feet of hedge line, half the hedge line in the whole place. So just sore holding the hedge trimmer and everything. I don't want to whine like a baby. There's just no way that I could get on a bike and do anything tonight. Oh, good. Hello, why not taking a little break? Saw the post today. Yeah, you saw the two posts. I mean, these people in Seattle, the police department in Seattle doesn't even want to respond. Even when crooks smash in the front, just had it. And Whole Foods is leaving San Francisco. I tell you guys, I do use gloves. I tell you guys, yeah, it's hard, Lisa. But we'll persevere. I tell you guys, there's nothing on the face of the earth that reverses the trend that's underway now, sad to say. So people question, and I say, just please psychologically adapt yourself, if nothing else, just so you're more not shocked. I mean, that's the important thing. Like in this area, there's going to be a lot of gassy grandmas that are really, like I told you the other day, the one was complaining because the guy gets on his motorcycle at 4:30 a.m. and revs it up, and she thinks that the police should come. She thinks that the Santa Rosa police should come and do a stakeout at 4:30 in the morning outside of the property where she believes the motorcycle exited in the morning, just so the motorcycle cop can potentially witness a misdemeanor. Now, this is the same Santa Rosa Police Department that's contending with shooting people in driveways and being involved in shootouts and cars overturned on their roof lines and drunk people smashing in windows, and drugs. It's like these kind of people that have led this insular life, that have told their kids it's okay to express yourself and don't let anybody put limits on you. I want you to have the freedom to live your life, and participation medals and all that. And now Johnny wants to get on his bike and roar in the morning. Well, you sow the wind, you reap the whirlwind, right? Might raise their taxes. It ain't never going to happen. The Santa Rosa Police Department tells you if you have a non-violent crime, please just file a report. We will prioritize, but very likely we will not respond to any complaints of a misdemeanor variety. Okay, good morning. What are you going to do? They don't want to deal with people. It's a different era we're living in. Hey Jody, how you doing? Well, you stay in the house and you're a gassy grandma and you've been used to a certain lifestyle, and it's good. You earned it. Okay? And I'm not begrudging anybody. But this intersection of where people are going to be increasingly doing what they want to do, and it's going to be colliding with what you want to do. You want to have sleep. They want to blow out the pipes on their bike in the morning. You have a collision of wills there. Okay, this is the natural consequence. It's the attenuation of a me-centered world. All right. So this is what leads to violence and all that. I'm doing good, babe. Just a little sore. Head back to work. I'll give you. Oh, well, thank you. Why not? Thank you, sweets. That's just my opinion. Ronnie will tell you, opinions expressed here are simply opinions. All right. How you doing, Booty? What's going on? Hey, Jennifer. The times they're changing, and it's the people that live in areas like this that are going to be the most shocked, because it's been a really smooth ride. All right, but they're having younger people that are rather disaffected with the world these days, and they're not going to be apt to be too chat about stuff. A person like that, literally, the guy on the bike might unsheath a machete and cut your head. You don't know, right? Yeah, thank you, Booty. What I don't want is people just to be caught unawares about what's going on. See, depending on the news source that you watch, you're going to have news tailored to a societal point of view. That's why I say the best thing that you can do, if you insist on watching internet news, watch Fox, watch MSNBC, and watch CNN. You get a very, very balanced view. One will totally cover stories that the other won't cover. Okay? So you got three different. Just be aware. The New York Times won't put stuff into things. Butterfly, I'm going to have it real simple tonight. My hands are on fire. They're sore. So I'm just going to cook up some pepperoni chicken. I got to use this red sauce that I opened the other night. Yeah, thank you, Alan. Yeah, get your news from TikTok. It's a cesspool, but you love it. It's all about the confliction of personal wills, and unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. See, I got a man to hug and kiss who lives in sort of the genteel South. It's a different kind of situation. Well, I don't know about that, Lisa. I'm feeling okay, Booty. It's just a sort, overworking it, arthritis, just being an old bat. Hey, Vicky. Amanda Hug and Kiss lives outside of Atlanta, Georgia. I believe that she lives in a gated community. Listen around here. People just scream and F-bomb and things like that. There's nothing that's going to change this trend here. Hey, Cupcake, how are you, sweetie? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. All right. See that? And these people have lived, Amanda Hug and Kiss, the South may be more genteel around the Atlanta area. But out here in the West, we've had a tremendous culture of permissiveness for years. And with this permissiveness of culture here has meant a lot of leeway given to people growing up, and a lot of freedom and a lot of expectations that they'll do the right thing when just left to their own training and devices and things like that. And don't put limits, right? It's a whole different philosophy out here. So when you get older in that culture, and you leave mommy and daddy's place, and then you slam into the world of, I'm a Starbucks barista, and I don't have anything against Starbucks baristas. But I'm just saying your expectations are to duplicate the life that mom and dad have, and you realize what it's going to take to do that when you go to a car lot, say, or you go to look an apartment, and there's a certain level of bitterness that is now filtering in amongst these people. So the lesson is, be very careful when you choose to engage somebody in a situation where their motorcycle might be loud and it interferes with your sleep or something like that. You be best to just kind of suck it up, right? The millennials blame boomers. Everybody blames everybody. Let's face it, the last great generation was the greatest generation of the 30s and 40s and all that, okay? But I'm not talking about boomers and stuff. I'm just talking about mind your own business as possible, because people are very unpredictable. Our society's turned into Sodom and Gomorrah. Our society it's a very pagan society right now. I don't know if I would go so far as to call it Sodom and Gomorrah, but there are trends of people are crossing lines that they would not have crossed before. For example, like the LA Dodgers, they're having the nuns that spoofs the Catholic faith or something at the game, and people are getting offended, and you think to yourself, would they dare do that if they were dressed like Muhammad, or if they were making fun of the Islam faith or something like that? And the answer is clearly no, right? But they feel that they have the right of self-expression and things, but you can't control how people are going to react on the other side. Hey, Mew. So you get what you get, right? People are starting to feel empowered now on the other side because of the Bud Light situation with Dylan Mulvaney and with the Target Corporation, and they're all starting to close their lips. Anheuser-Busch has not tweeted about anything since April 21st, okay? Their new strategy is just don't say anything, okay? So we don't know. But I'm just telling people, please be careful when you some of these gassy grandmas are going to have the shock of their life. The shock of their life. When they start to engage some of these people on the street, they go out for a walk at night. You've seen it here. I had 13, 14-year-old kids. Do you do porn? Or, and just crazy stuff. And other kids ride down on the bikes screaming at adults. These people aren't used to that here. Their expectations are that the teachings and philosophy that they buy into with New Age and centering and all that kind of stuff, permissiveness is going to have a positive effect on their kids, and maybe it will in the long term. I don't know. Remains to be seen, but I do know that they don't make kids like this anymore. I mean, they didn't make kids like this before, so that was a real caution to me. So that's why if you have next door and places like that, it's just become a breeding ground for just gassy grandmas to complain about what they're seeing in the world now. The person on the motorcycle, the kid that was bagging groceries at the Whole Foods, and she's like, I want to see the manager, and the guy's like, I am the manager, right? What's the problem? Well, you didn't treat me right. Yeah, so I would suggest that you take your shopping elsewhere. Ooh. We just hear people just constantly screaming on the streets. Your food shop and a daycare, they're getting trouble now. Yeah, you don't. Who wants? I would. If you had a loved one in your life, you wouldn't send them at nighttime to be shopping. People aren't used to the streets. They're absolutely, positively not used to. They have an idea in their head that's being shattered right now. We don't have a mental health crisis. We have a faith crisis right now. That's what we have. Truth be told, I'll respectfully disagree with Amanda Hug and Kiss. I don't think psychology has been a net positive for society and therapy and therapists and all that stuff. My proof is in 1927, we had a couple thousand, less than 2,000 therapists in the United States. We now have 198,000 psychotherapists in America. And look at where we stand, 20% of the adult population on antidepressants. Whatever we're doing ain't working. I told you guys back in 1964 when Madalyn Murray O'Hair battled the Baltimore City public school system over removing Bible reading in school, which I don't necessarily agree with, but at the time it was the custom in there. Two things happened. She was voted the most hated woman in America and put on the cover of Life magazine. And number two, her poor son got his ass beaten day after day after day. The abuse rained down on his kid so much that he became like a Baptist preacher. I don't know what he became, something like that. The second thing was, can you imagine in 1964 that she was the most hated woman in America? Could you imagine who the most hated woman in America would be? How about if it was somebody like Ron DeSantis' wife came out and said we should bring back Bible reading into the schools? That would be the most hated person in America now, right? It just shows you absolutely positively how the whole paradigm has shifted since 1964. Now the question to you, are we better off today, society speaking, We may have more material comforts, but are they the material comforts that really provide us a better standard of living? Or are we wage slaves to a standard of living that is slipping? Right. Back in 1964, much to the chagrin and hatred of Madalyn Murray O'Hair, women were not really in the workforce and stuff, and she hated that. She became one of the first feminists and haters about men have oppressed women and all these stories and held them down. Now, when you go on YouTube and you see a lot of things and you read about women in the workforce today, a lot of them are very depressed, disenchanted with, because they're trying to get a square peg into a round hole. And now they have to do this thing because society tells them that you should be doing this. And to be a mother is sort of a second-class thing to be in the world today. It's a tough situation. I've always been very supportive of women in the workforce. Okay? Yeah, I'm saying I don't need the Bible, but we took ethics and civics out and things like that because, well, we can't tell kids right. We can't tell kids what's right and wrong. Right? So there's a myriad ways that things are screwed up, and I'm not putting that. The Bible I don't really care about. My point was how the opinion has shifted. How opinion is shifted, right? That's the deal. How far we've come since 1964, and we're coming up to 60 years later. So, right? People will agree or disagree with me, and that is their right. It depends on what your perception is. I've been an observer of American society since I first really started watching in my hatred of the hippies in the 1960s and all that mess, and the music, the whole culture was such a huge turnoff. I was so happy by the time Family Ties came on in the 80s and Michael J. Fox, a young Canadian actor, came out with a tie and a coat on. I was like, oh wow, we've turned the corner here. And then all of a sudden the freaks and hippies disappeared into the woodwork. Their whole mantra about the world, they turned into everything that they complained that their parents, everything they bitched and moaned that their parents did, they became, like, unapologetically. And when you see the way that the thin line, and there is what called, I don't know, Vadier, the very famous Dutch anthropologist over there, when he talks about the thin veneer of civilization, you better believe it. And when these checks start to bounce, and when people start to not get their way, and the benefits already, this debt bill, this debt ceiling bill that's being passed, it's making people pay on their student loans again. Now wait till that trickles down to the masses and the people start picking up the phone and calling AOC up in Queens, New York, and say, you know, I got an $80,000 tuition student loan I got to pay off. That's right, Ronnie. Conscience's own life support. I've got an $80,000, hey Eddie, loan, and now here we go again. They're messing with my student loan relief. Well, hell, if you're gonna pay that person's student loan off, what about the poor slob that's working went through welder training and is barely getting by with his family. So yeah, you understand, we just start to create all these inequities in society, and everybody wants a piece of the pie. Never underestimate the human capacity for two things: laziness and forgetfulness. People need to find their own path in life. They don't really want to go, and that's not the right path. So, you know, when people write and tell you, I never thought that you were correct, but then I saw what happened in my town the other week, and I went down to go shopping, and they'd smashed in the front of the thrift shop. Can you believe it? The thrift shop. What were they going to steal out of a thrift shop? Well, they took all the electronic stuff out. Well, they're awful people. They meet their own demise. I'm just talking about big societal trends like AOC. You know, it's the ultimate definition of a populist, right? If the things that she really wanted came true, it would create a society that would be so hellish. It would be like her own worst nightmare. I don't hold any water for martyrs. Some of these Republicans are as goofy as the day is long. There's really not much difference between them anymore. They're both in the same boat of figuring out that the musical chairs game is coming to an end, and there's not going to be enough money for what everybody expects anymore. And just as bad on the Marjorie Taylor Greene, everybody else. Trust and believe, Amanda. I don't carry any water for them. Both parties are the same. Right? There's hardly a whit of difference between them. They're both coming into the same boat where people are demanding that things be done. Now, over the next couple days, they've got to sell this debt ceiling dealio, raising the debt limit, and you're going to see the people come out of the woodwork that are going to be mad. The sad thing is, Catherine says, some sweet children tour on AT at the UPS. I don't know, stupidity videos parents must be having. Catherine, I hate to say this. There are probably, and I'm going to hate to say this, there's some measure of parents out in society that would take pride in that. They would think about the ingenuity and cleverness of their kid to get back at the man in the system. I hate to say that. Yay, how you doing, Tess? Good to see you, honey. That's the difference between today. I mean, I hate to say that, but there's some people that would cheer that. My only point I'm making tonight is that people are starting to send me stuff and gee, this happened, or this is going on. I can't believe, did you see this or did you see that? Catherine, it's like education. I could see the early roots of it back in 2019, in the early 90s, as a long-term substitute teacher in a grade 3-4 combined class. And parents would come in and we'd have a conference, and I got one mindset of being, you know, the teacher's the authority, and you know, parents come in with respect and things like that, and sit down with the parents. Well, you know, Johnny's got some problems, and this is what I'm going to suggest that you do at home. I've got this book here. You can purchase it. It's $5. I'll give it to you if you don't want it. And just work some extra math lessons and simple, you know, cutesy pictures and easy way to visualize things. And the parent would tell me, "Oh, that ain't my damn. It's not my damn job. You're the teacher." Right? I've got a life. I'm not here. You take care of the kid. I'll do the best I can. Right? That backstop of support evaporated. And is evaporating. They're shooting in high school here at Montgomery High School. Kids at Santa Rosa Middle School rushed the administrator and a librarian and put them into the hospital. Middle school. Middle school. Seventh, eighth, ninth grade. So my point is not to point blame at Republicans or Democrats, to just tell you it doesn't matter anymore. It's here. It's here. So every day, if you look at Nextdoor and these other apps and these, and I hate to say, these older, 50, 60-year-old white women on there that have been very privileged lives. You look at the areas they live in, they're all the fancy pants areas, and they're all shocked at the society that's now been produced. And I think to myself, y'all stay tuned. That's like the opening overture. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. That was my only point today, to just how far we have come. And when I found out that information and did some reading on Madeline Murray O'Hara in Life magazine, I just thought to myself, wow, have we really advanced as a civilization? And the answer is, in some ways we definitely have. But in some ways, right, we're coming to a place where you may not even have a gradual fall off anymore. It might just be a steep and sharp drop into barbarism, where all the repression against feminism that's been bottled up and hostility, and I can easily envision a time in the not too distant future where might makes right. It'll just be a changed society. And once it gets uncorked, as I can tell the trend of policing, they're not going to want to deal with it. They'll just throw in their badges and go kick into some windows themselves. What does it matter? Ooh, 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 ooh. Now you have AI, which is coming on the scene. It could be phenomenal in its implications. And oh, thank you. This was from Dove up in Minnesota. I don't sleep in my. I pray for my throat. That's good. I don't know about individual things, Anton Smith. It's just I can't. I don't have any thoughts on that stuff. Those days are gone. Oh. I'm And I got this guy's just drooling in a stupor here. I mean, what do I do? Right? That guy's gonna be in that hell the rest of his life. Well, how old is Leslie Van? How? It's like releasing Squeaky Fromm and the goof that was with her that tried to shoot President Ford, right? I tell you guys, January 6th of 2021 was a real watershed in America. Do 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 do. I mean, I don't care. I'm not the justice system. I can't determine what they decide. You know, if they think somebody served their time, somebody served their time. It's not my thing. Oh, stabbed a woman 16 times, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Like I say, you'll never find me casting blame on one party or another. This is so far removed beyond party now with violence, and I just think it's ironic that some of the cities that are worst plagued now are the ones that most dislike their police departments and dislike policing authority. And you had a law student, Mahmoud, some Islamic woman, graduate from NYU, who gave the commencement address and stands up there and talks about how you need to overthrow capitalism and you know, starts raging about Palestine and Israel and Zionism, and it's like, where am I? I thought I was at an NYU law school graduation, right? The point I'm trying to make is everything's been coiled like a compressed spring. Whether it's on the Democrat side, whether it's on the Republican side, there are coiled springs that are only restrained by the tiniest little wires of civility at this point. Hey Dave, how you doing? Best definition of communism is equal misery for all. I would recommend all of you read the Communist Manifesto by Marx and Engels and understand that Marxism's great goal was to see the day when men and women would be pitted, the sexes would be pitted against each other, because the family was the element that Marx wanted to get rid of, any element of family. and, and so, hey Tina, how you doing, sweetie? Thank you, I appreciate that. Good to see you. Oh, well, thank you, Dave. I'm trying to just be honest and reflective, and I think sometimes people like Amanda may think that I'm one-sided in things, and I'm truly not. Like I said, both sides in this are like coiled springs. And in this situation, it's not going to end well because we've lost the ability to compromise. We're in a nation of centering and all about my will, and we've finally reached the point where collision of individual wills is leading to violence. I mean, look at Dianne Feinstein. She's what, 90? She had a stroke. I mean, God love her. She served a lot of years, but she will not let go, despite the fact she doesn't even know which building she's in Washington or whatever, and her staff is doing all the. Why? Because they want to hold on to, right? They want to hold on to their jobs and stuff. You know, the governor of California has the right to replace her, but not going to happen. It's just it's the era of individual selfishness. Yeah, it's very hard to let go of power. That's right, Bo. I guess the people wanted to retain her, but she's had a very severe health crisis. She's had brain fog, and it's really affected her. And I mean, I don't got anything against Dianne Feinstein. I'm just saying there's a time when the greater good needs to be served. I mean, you could have a younger Democrat in California of the same cut to go in there and right. You're more censored than a Soviet TV channel. The heck are you talking about, Trog? Who is censoring you? All right, take care, Shimei. Thank you. Thank you. Who's censoring you, Trog? You want I should send Vinny down to take care of to take care of that thing? You want I should send Vinny down? Oh, that breeze feels good. 63 degrees. What a lovely night. We did get a little bit of sunshine. Not too much. I'm in the mood for love, dear. Simply because you're near me. Yeah, term limits will never pass. You know, America, indigenous, too many of us gone on would do just as bad. Well, one thing I can guarantee is we don't move backwards. How you doing, Rosemary? Cold today in SoCal. What's going on, Randy? Spelling. You know, take it all the way back to the time then when the Aztec Indians were sacrificing hundreds of kids many times during the year for sacrifices, and that was glorious times. Oh, how history gets written. How history gets written. Hey, Scottish, how you doing, babe? Yeah, that's well, your wish is coming true anyway. It's all reverting to paganism anyway. It doesn't matter. We sacrifice 600,000 kids a year here. I don't know how many thousands old people. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't know. That's interesting. The guy that started Cash App, Joe. I haven't heard. There was like the store. That was the guy that got murdered in San Francisco, and then it was like the guy that was murdered and knew him, but they don't know if they were undercover lovers or what went wrong. I don't know. The story just died. Right? I mean, all of a sudden it went off the radar screen. I was like, what happened? Well, number one, if you're in San Francisco and you're out at 2 a.m. in the morning, right, some bad stuff could happen to you anyway. So my theory was, well, maybe he worked late. He was working on a new project or something. And then somebody else was like, no, they knew each other, and it just went bad. And I'm like, okay, well, and then it just died. I don't know what the story was. Love triangle thing, I don't know what it was. I just know he was stabbed. It turned out he was involved in many, oh, wow. That's awful. Sorry to hear that. You know, a guy had such success in life, and then at such a young age to be gone. I feel like it's really tragic. Harkens back to the tragedy of Chris Watts or whatever the hell his name was, that guy that murdered his kids and wife and stuffed the kids into a oil storage tank. What was going through his mind? All for what? Hey Johnson, thank you for the one. Oh, well, thank you. I wouldn't know about wisdom, Johnson, but thank you. I know it happens far too often. That's my point. That's my point. And when I tell people, my conclusion is that when I tell people that the ultimate triumph of the devil is the almost universal belief today that it does not exist. The ultimate victory. Hey, Jerry, do you know what happened to the guy that found the Zappos? I think he lived in Vegas. Savannah, how you doing, honey? The last I heard about the Zappos guy is he already had some psychological problems, and I don't want to cast any negative light on it, but there was an outdoor shed on on the family's property in Connecticut, and he went out. He had an episode one night. He went out to that outdoor shed and he like lit it on fire or something. I don't know what it was, and it was a terrible, terrible situation. Sometimes the thing that people want the most is the thing that they're not equipped to deal with, like success, like money, things like that. You look at people like Jeff Bezos, and so rich they're, his yacht is 4 city blocks long or whatever, and you just wonder, in the world that we're in today, is that really going to give you happiness? Yeah, guys are meeting on grind. I'm not sure. So up in Connecticut, he passed away on his family's property. So I don't know what the ultimate report was, but he was a very successful guy. He did a lot for downtown Las Vegas. But I knew being from a Taiwanese family and not really having a will or any downstream relatives, that his family would be natural heirs to his property, and they just want to sell and get out, to take the money and go. They don't have that vision for downtown. So you've seen what's happened to the properties when we walk the streets, and I'll be back down there in July again, and you can see. Boy, that was a shame. He was a very smart guy, and sometimes our smartness or our cleverness is our undoing in life. He was abusing ketamine and nitrous oxide, so yeah, I mean, it should be proof positive that things like money and fame, I mean, look at Madonna recently, and just how embittered she's become, and they had that singer that cussed out her audience last night. I don't know what anybody was, DeSantis supporter. She started raging and cursing them out. I mean, people came to hear a concert, right? I don't know. He wanted to start on a museum where people would pay in seashells. Wow. Really? Best cinematic achievement. I just keep working. I keep my nose to the grindstone. That way I don't have a lot of idle hands, or the devil's workshop. Idle hands or the devil's workshop. Thumbs up, appreciate it. How are you doing, Nicole? I have to look it up, Joni. It was on Fox. I look at Fox, CNN, and MSNBC. It was a Fox News, one of the stories. If we had, who knows what we'd be doing also? I don't know. I was saying Madeleine Murray O'Hair was a devotee of communism. She, a very intelligent woman, but she failed the bar exam. She failed the bar exam in Texas. And as a result, I think that she became embittered because she thought, well, maybe because I'm outspoken and female or whatever. So she started to develop this, I think, dislike of the system as she saw that was male dominated and stuff like that. And she moved to Baltimore with her son, and her son was enrolled in a school called Chinkapin Elementary School, and I know exactly where it is. My college was near there. It was a middle school, and he would go in the morning, and as part of most public schools in America at that time, and Baltimore City public school system was no exception, you would open your school day with Pledge of Allegiance, and then they would quote a Bible passage or something like that, and you would begin your day. Now, mind you, I'm not speaking about the Bible in school, the separation of church and state, because she was brilliant in her analysis on a separate talk show that she was on sometime of how the original framers of the Constitution did not want to, they went to great lengths to not have religion specified and things like that. But this was a tradition that had been in place. And it was a tradition that most people obviously didn't think about or support. So when she went to court against the Baltimore City school system, she won the case. It was an 8-1 vote in her favor or something like that. But then America went into a real uproar. I remember as a kid, I was 6 years. I remember hearing about all the stuff and hearing people talk about. And Life magazine dubbed her the most hated woman in America. Their story. And I just thought to myself, that was 1964, 1962. The case began, and how different things are today. That the most hated person in America today would be the person that tried to put Bible reading back into the schools. You know what I mean? Just to show you, not to support it, just to show you how far the psychology of America has shifted over 60 years or so. So she was eventually murdered with her kid. Somebody took off. They had the American Atheist Society in Austin, Texas. Somebody stole a couple $100,000, and they ended up being murdered. Her other kid became a preacher or something, and I felt sorry for the kid because her son, the one that the case was predicated on in Baltimore City, was beaten up in school every single day after that. That kid was scarred. That kid was a sacrificial lamb for that cause. That was that. So that's the story of Madeleine Murray O'Hare. She was also a devout communist, one of the early ultra-feminist, radical feminist, before feminism was even known. But it was interesting in 1995, just before she was murdered, she was on a debate at a college, and she was talking. They asked her, well, you don't believe in God, is there anything that you're afraid of? And she said, this was 6 years before 9/11. She said, the thing I'm most afraid of is the rise of Islam and Islamic extremists. Hey, Cheryl, that's the thing that scares me most. Yeah, her story was on Forensic File. Hey, Ladybug, how you doing? Well, I think it begins at home, myself, Ladybug. I don't know if school is necessarily the place. I don't even think we had to think about it before because most parenting at home was along the same lines anyway. So they were just reinforcing what happened in the home. I'll just put that out as a marker of how much society has changed. And our viewpoint on things has changed. got a little pool trailer. But there's never better oil those bearings. Well, sadly, she ended up murdered. At first, they thought her and her kid ran off with a couple $100,000, and then she ended up murdered. So, I mean, God have mercy on her soul. I'm just saying, it was tragic. It was tragic. But if you ever listen to some of her debates and things, she was extremely intelligent person. Well spoken, but just very embittered. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. Yeah, it's just bad, you know. I mean, it's just murder's murder. I mean, we have to honor people that have differences of opinions in America, but there's consequences to that too. No, if you look at, you listen to her lectures and you'll find out how much James Madison and Thomas Jefferson worked like crazy to keep theism out of the United States Constitution. It's stunning, the story that she put together. How you doing, Naomi? But on the downside, there's never been a civilization in history that survived without God in the heart and mind. Yeah, look up. She was on, I don't know, Dick Cavett. She debated. There were many recorded college debates and things, and listened to her story about talking about the framers of the Constitution and the cases that they cited in her writings. No, I'm talking about Madeleine Murray O'Hare. She was atheist before people like Sam Harris, Christopher Hitchens, Richard Dawkins, and people like that. She was one of the very, very early atheists. Madeleine Murray O'Hare. It is Cheryl's fault. Of course it is. All right, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of things that people don't know about when it comes to framing the Constitution. We always think that we're very theistic. Although in the opening of the Declaration of Independence, it does note that people were endowed by their creator. But what they didn't want, they weren't non-religious. They didn't want that entered into, they didn't want a test of religiosity for public life. They had seen too much of what happened with the Puritans and the Catholics, the Anglican Church, and all that stuff, and it just became the Mennonites. It just became a mess. Because of course, people come to this nation as immigrants, and they want to have things shaped the way they want it. They want society made on their terms. And when Obama declared the U.S. non-Christian nation, well, by 2050, Christians will be in the minority in America. Mainly because of the atomization of the Protestant church. In 1600, there were 4 divisions, and by 1988 there were 4,000 denominations, and today there's 42,000 denominations, and now they're splitting the United Methodist Church into Global Method. Every time you split, you're atomizing and creating smaller and smaller congregations that are going to be less and less able to support their infrastructure and their overhead. But that's all about religion shaped the way we want it and not by God's will. When everybody interprets the Bible the way that they want to, well, you don't agree, you start your own church. You don't like your pastor, you start the Second Baptist Church. You don't like your Second Baptist Church, you start a third one. Plus, a lot of more young people are into New Age stuff. Buddhism has deeply affected Christianity now with the thoughts of that. With reincarnation and karma and all that. The capacity for human beings to invent things is unlimited. Thank you, Bo. That's why in a lot of ways the Bible has become a weapon of mass division. Who? Oh, Amanda, hug and kiss, I love you. I would worship at your altar. Opens at 5 a.m. closed. Okay, good, Naomi, because when I come to Oakdale, I'm going to come early, so we hit breakfast and then we got time to look around town. I believe in a whole higher authority that is, besides a sense of mercy, has a strong sense of justice. And I further believe that very few people will be saved. Not because of their religious beliefs, but the way that they put it into practice with, taking care of loving neighbors and things. That's where the failure will be on charity. But that's just a personal opinion of mine. We're cooking pepperoni chicken. I got to use this red sauce up in this can. I don't know what happened to it. It's kind of funky tasting. It tastes kind of metallic. It's a couple years old, but he could be our guide, yes. Which city is next due to theft and crime? I think probably New York City. That's something to keep in mind. This is Roots County, especially John. That's a whole 4 semesters in itself, Limo. That's a whole perspective point of things. And Limo, you're exactly 125% correct. It's all a matter of perspective. But like I say, that's a 4 semester deal in itself. So it just amazes me how little people know about the roots of their own religion. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but for example, Jehovah's Witnesses and things like that, and you look back at the history of the roots of Russell and his flim-flamming about the miracle wheat seed and all this just constant just bilking people and just fraud and corruption, and it's just like, and yet people fall into It just breaks my heart. I mean, here's a question. Imagine how different the world would be if Henry VIII had had a male heir. Ooh. Hey, Joe! It is a happy Tuesday. We've had a very interesting... I think if we would take a vote tonight, most people would be very happy with the chat tonight. I'm going to be cooking in a bit anyway. I am very sore. My arthritis is off the chain tonight. I thought I'd be able to ride a bike tonight. I don't even think I could grip handlebars on a bike tonight. So forgive me. I think tonight some people have come here because they've really enjoyed the topic tonight. I mean, there's a lot of places that we can go for stuff. I feel your pain. The best thing I found is rosemary oil. Yeah, I'm okay. I just work through it. Yeah, I'll treat everybody with respect. Week 3 for my Saturday. Oh, I'm glad it's getting better. I don't have any shrimps, Oppo. Oh. My daughter gave me some nettle tea. Some nettle's supposed to be good. I hope it goes well getting your stent out. Dinner and... Oh, it hurts to even turn the key. I'm not in too much pain, Gling. I'm just, I've had 2 days of really hard, sewing and hedge trimmer today. I'm okay. Well, I don't know about my opinions are probably just crap, Butterfly, but the one thing I've always insisted on in here is respect. That anybody can express any opinion and not be expected to be chastised or ridiculed about it. And some days we get a little more cerebral, we get a little more into discussions than other days. I wanted to be riding a bike tonight, but it wasn't going to happen this evening. Band practice. That's cool. Kind of nice to be in a band. I'm in the mood for love, dear, simply because you're near me. La da da do 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 do. Boo 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 boo. Dude, Cheryl S. said, my head's going to explode. I'm done being cerebral for the day. Well, I think most people enjoyed the discussion we had. Yeah, Second Amendment will always be strong in here. There will never be anybody that's ever booted out of this chat for expressing an opinion, as long as they're not cursing or having pointed vitriol and hatred towards anybody. This is not the Congress. We can get along here. We're never going to change anybody's opinions about stuff, which means that we should just try to get along, right? I got some of the greatest people in the chat that would never agree with me in a million years about any religious aspects of what I believe. But do I devalue them as people? Hell, heck no. I can learn a lot. Oh, ooh, 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 doo, 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 doo. So let's get fed tonight. Yeah, I know I'm not 20 anymore, Joe. I'm fine tonight. My right index finger, I'm probably gonna have to tape it tonight. I know, Joe, but I keep thinking I'm 20, right? And all the years of physical labor and renovations and restoration, you don't think to yourself that you're not a spring chicken anymore. So the good news, Joe, is that I can still do it. The bad news is the recovery is much more problematic. I love these yellow lights, these yellow flashing. Trash day in the hood tomorrow, guys. Don't forget to put your cans out. James Trimble, how you doing tonight? Yeah, I think tomorrow, but I've designed it so every day gets easier than the day before. Tomorrow's just going to be working out front here, doing a little more weeding and grass cutting, cleaning up the water system. So I'd like to do the hardest work first. Tomorrow I just have to cut up the big logs and stuff, so it'll be all right. Dude, look at that. Beautiful. No, our trash still goes out same day. Still goes out same day. They just keep it rolling. I don't know if birds, oh, bird must be here. It's open. All right, look at how nice that's looking. I got to do a little, yeah, I'm okay, Naomi. Yeah, I'm doing good, honey. I did just 2 days of very hard, intense physical work has me pretty sore tonight. Like I couldn't ride a bike tonight. Thank you. Geraniums, yes, they go nicely with the green, red and white, like Italian, right? Oh, do 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 do. No! Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. The cat from hell. Do 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 do. Trotsky. Hey, like my horror movie intro. Hey, Bird, how you doing today? How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We finally got, 15 minutes of sunshine today? Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm doing good. See, I got that all cut over there, the hedge and everything that worked all that.
Oh, very nice.
We got to keep it moving here on the Rancho, Bird.
Yeah.
And when I'm away in July, you got to cut the grass and stuff. You know?
Right. Watch out, gophers. Gopher friendly. So, did you think that I'd Rather Go Blind has kind of the same beat or whatever as Tennessee whiskey? To me, I find them very similar. Not like a copyright. What do you think? You guys get it? Should I play it again?
Or could you turn that down just a tiny bit? Thank you. I don't want to get a copyright match. Ooh. Do. Hi, Melissa. How are you? Let's keep that marine layer over because it keeps my parts cooler. Okay. We're hardly getting any sunshine here. We got like 17 minutes today. Like I'm gonna have to put my thermals on underneath of here. So y'all wait. Y'all be cool a minute, okay?
Oh, Joe, you kind of get it, so I'm not that fucked up, right? Chillin. See, I want to change words. The house is the rising sun. But like this one, I think you can get away with it. Instead of telling him, you can change the words to tell her. With the other one where I'd rather go blind, and I don't think you can change that one. Or vice versa. You have to sing it to me. She's like, this one I think you can switch. Right, you can do that. You can change the words if the artist would be. Okay, so I don't know who else sings this song, but we're going to do a cover. I believe this is the original. Tune for Tuesday. So we want to hear, we really want to hear the original artist, but some songs are so old, you go, oh, I thought that was, but no, it was someone from the 50s or someone who sang way before. Like I grew up in the 70s, you go, oh, that's it, no, it's not, you've done it before. Someone could do it again. But we want to hear like songs like that, but we want to hear the original, right? Like original Tina Turner. So we gotta play Tina Turner's first album, just because I don't know what it sounds like and see, right? So another girl, I'm just gonna sing this. Okay, well, I can't find one. Okay. Anyways. Alright, so I'll start it off. So, I don't know who the original artist sings this song. Whatever. Maybe you guys could help me. So we're going to play this
Can you give me a
version.
break? Nobody better complain if I have a beer tonight. I like Kentucky bourbons. I don't like spiders and snakes. Ooh, it ain't gonna work that hand. Ooh. So I'll have part 2 tomorrow, and I'll be working on part 3 tomorrow. So like I said, every day is easier from now on. All the big cutting and grinding has been done. Thank goodness. Cheers, everybody.
Okay, so we'll start it off. 2 for Tuesday. You gotta remember this on Tuesday.
Margaritas tonight.
I don't know.
Live chat. Well, thank you. Diane gave me this. Oh, my nose, I'm itchy. And I haven't drank a drop in over a year. Well, it's not too late to pick it up again. Yeah. Naomi's like, I asked the sun gods to put sun over you. Thank you.
Yeah, we heard about that, but who won?
Trotsky, what are you doing? Huh?
Super Tuesday.
Trotsky,
Okay,
you hide behind the bike. You want your brush down tonight?
Oh, darn it. Breaking my phone.
Where did your brush go?
Breaking the girl.
Where's your brush? Huh? Trotsky, where did your brush go? Did you eat it? You want a brush? You want a brush? Just sitting back there looking at me. Look at this. It's like on strike tonight. Back behind there. I don't know if Trotsky's feeling good lately. Trotsky might be a little under the weather. Ooh. I don't know. I can't be certain. Yeah, bad thing about drinking is your day doesn't get better. On the plus side, my blood pressure, since I cut out artificial sweeteners, it's like my blood pressure came down. He's sick from the Italian wang. You got a little bit of wang? Hmm? I guess Bird fed him. Oh, I forgot to get the food tonight. You guys got to remind me tomorrow to go to Western Farm Center. I'm not sure. He's kind of out of sorts tonight. I'm gonna give him his space.
We're gonna do that one next. We're gonna play his song.
He's a very good-looking cat. I don't know where Tiger is tonight. That's what makes me think that they ate. Tiger usually heads off once he's eaten. He's out there causing mayhem. Trotsky! He's sleepy. He must have eaten. He must have eaten. Bird, don't forget, Bird, don't forget trash day tomorrow. All that cans and stuff.
Where are you leaving?
No, I said it's trash day tomorrow.
Are you disappearing?
No, I was saying, but you got a lot of cans and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm not leaving till like the 3rd of July or something. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be around during June.
Those I'm gonna cash in.
Oh, okay. Well, could you get a bag to keep them in instead of letting them lay out all over?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Just makes a little nicer appearance on the place.
All right.
Thank you.
They charge you 10 cents per can, 5 cents per bottle.
Well, you can always get I'll save the cans for you from now on. Just have a bag you can put them in.
Like you should be like your little kid. Go to church ticket, get 5 cents.
And it's only been
Pay for it, like, where's the go?
and Bird, it's only been a year and a half. Those plates have been sitting there, right?
Oh yeah, we need to cut that stuff.
Room service ain't gonna come by and pick them up. Housekeeping. Oh, Trotsky, there you go. Not gonna be your naughty maid.
Nope. Sorry.
Don't tease me. Hey Bob, how you doing? We just can't seem to break this weather pattern we've been under. I get up like 7 o'clock. Sun coming in from the east here. Then I get up. I'm happy. I get my coffee. I get to the seat here and I look out and it's already, the sun's already gone back and the marine layer is up again. Like, really? Yep, 3 weeks. 4 weeks, actually. Maybe 3 weeks, yeah. That looks like a well-fed cat there, doesn't it? Beautiful Trotsky. That's our Trotsky. He's waiting for the chicken to come out. Trotsky, you want a brush? Huh? You want a brush? Hmm? You want brush? Nope, not tonight. Wait till the food comes out. Nope. Son of a... Like, really? Like, if you don't get away from me, I'm gonna claw you. You just bothered me now. Trotsky! Come on. You want brush? So temperamental. Trust and believe. Trotsky's very content. I don't like spiders and snakes. Once he's getting brushed, he really likes it. But I think that Trotsky ate. He is a beautiful cat, isn't he? He is a beautiful Russian blue. Emino, how are you, sweets? What is going on? Trotsky does love me. Remember when I thought Trotsky got decapitated on the front street? Oh, maybe that was Lenin. I don't know. I've not seen Lenin in like six, 7 weeks. We have Chairman Mao, the little grays come. Trotsky, why are you walking around? He's waiting by the door now. Chairman Meow is a little, he's like half the size that he's not a baby, he's just like, kind of like a, you know, the second cousin you don't talk about, right? He's a shrimpy thing. He kind of hides off in the distance a little bit. He does want to be a house cat. Yeah, the cousin that lives in the attic above Mom's, you know, in Mom's garage up there, right? Right. Oh, how's Fred doing? You know, Fred always... Oh, where is he? Did he move out? No, he's out, still out above the garage. Really? Yeah, I can't get him to move on. He's happy with just drinking. And sunny again today, hot but cold and windy. I went out to base, I almost didn't make it. Wow, the wind was blowing on. It's amazing, Joe. I'm only like 45 miles from you, and it's just like a totally different weather pattern. I mean, we had some breeze, but it was breezy. It was like 8 miles an hour maybe today. It's a good reason why they got the Travis Air Force Base down there, because of the constant prevailing wind.
Pool tables,
Uh,
I got a round bar.
it's constant preparing. Yeah, it's good to see Jody back tonight. I love my Jodykins. If my Jodykins isn't here, then Cheryl's just wide open on me. Boom, 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 boom. Papa Brewski and the chill. I'm just doing a little chill tonight, just kind of doing a little self-medicating this evening. Yeah, really nice. 79, yeah, it'll be nice weather. We just can't seem to break this winter pattern. It's not bringing rain in, but you know.
Hey,
Hooah! Hooah!
John. How you doing, bud? Chilling, hanging.
He's happy that the bushes got cut down now.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Hey, John.
Just chilling.
Oh, Charlie, yeah, tell John I'm going to be fixing.
Oh, Charlie,
I'm
I'm
going to be
sorry.
fixing the fence shop. I'm going to be fixing the top of it. And I can't believe the volume of how many cubic yards of brush we cut up. Oh. Jody, we always miss you. If you're not here, then Cheryl S. picks on me all the time. Oh. Do, 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 do. Let's start cooking.
So we heard this girl, right?
I left my stick up that holds this up. I left it in Vegas, the paint stick.
She got like a
Ooh.
Simpson, right? So she's singing this song, right? Oh my God. She's looking for There's an accent. Right?
None of that. Yep. Yep. I'm suffering bad arthritis and everything. Gling, I just have in my hands a little bit. It comes and goes. It's not even worth taking that. I just couldn't grasp handlebars and do all that tonight. Rosie, let's eat. You want some Indian?
Oh my
Are you
God.
doing okay tonight? Can I get in the house?
If I can work on my comedy, I just have to put that accent. Ed versus Bill wasn't Ed, it was steak. Alan steak or something. What's that?
Rosie's not like hungry in the least. So very unusual. Very unusual.
Hey, over your pen. Okay, let's find out. So, you guys know what? What's on your butt? What's for copyright? I don't know
We should have a new show on TV, This Old Hovel. Have some blown out house. Brought to you by Dollar Tree. When you're going shopping, don't forget Dollar Tree for all the latest and greatest tchotchkes.
Let's get it on.
Simply because you're Trotsky, I'm in the mood for Trotsky. Ow. Ooh. Ah. See, we're going to skip the onion tonight. Tomorrow night I'm going to make, it'll be an easy night tomorrow night. I'm going to be making a tuna casserole and a dollar steak. I had a dollar steak before. It was the doggone weirdest. It was about that thin. And it was like, wow, it was like unbelievable. Please hit the thumbs up if you're coming in. This old hovel brought to you by Sears Roebuck. We're going to skip the onion tonight. Chicken Alfredo. Yeah, it's weird. Joey D's like 45 miles away, and it's like a totally different weather pattern down there. Weird. Oh, oh, do, 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 do. I had leftover Domino's pizza for dinner. Very good. Let's skip the onion. Yeah, I just don't feel like I have the... I got to slice the chicken. If I try to slice the onion, I just don't have enough hand power to do that today. Yeah, just arthritis from 2 days of intense holding the tool. Yesterday was the sawzall, and today was the hedge trimmer for 150 feet of hedging. A lot of physical labor here. And I've been really kind of bashed up. Now, I don't do any gummies anymore. I haven't had a gummy, I think, since early January. I just don't feel like I need it. What's up, Nicole? I don't work that hard. I have my spells, and then I'm just taking off. I would like to maybe plant some broccoli. I'll figure out how to do that to continue to work the water system here. Everything's doing pretty good. Knock on wood. No disasters. I'm in the mood for love, dear, simply because you're near me. It's a little breezy here tonight. It's Arnie Dern and Salmonella. You might have to get some gas soon. I don't know. I think we're okay. How is Alan Gentry? How are you doing now, Alan? Family Affair with Buffy and Jody and Sebastian Cabot. Ryan T. I wonder whatever happened to Sebastian Cabot. He was quite stately looking. His was like, besides Mary Poppins, the first like British accent I ever heard. Family Affair, starring Brian T. Da 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 do 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 do. I don't know, didn't the girl end up a druggie or something on that? I can't remember. Tragically. Buffy, the one that played Buffy. Good old Sebastian Cabot. If I'm not mistaken. Imagine these days you would never have a male butler, whatever you call them, nanny or whatever. Everybody's hair would stand on end. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's tragic. I knew something happened. She killed herself when she was 18. How terrible. Oh, boy. many of those child stars had problems? I remember Paul, whatever his name is, Donna Reed's son on the Donna Reed show. He was the first one that really came out and stood up for child stars. He's the one that talked about how lousy it was to be a childhood movie. The older sister went on to be like a star singer, and that's somebody, I can't remember. 100%. I'm glad to hear that, Alan. We were pulling, yeah, like Dana Plato from Different Strokes. Didn't she get in porn or something? Or am I thinking about Linda Blair? I can't remember. Both of them. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, male nanny, that's right. It's like a guy that would take care of the kids and cook and after school give them a snack, clean the house. Like a Hazel, just a male model of a Hazel, like a male edition of a Hazel. Who's the gal that's everybody's pal? It's Hazel.
Apple. Oh, another apple again. How much can I pay for it?
Hey, P. Carver, how are ya? Good to see you. Fame can definitely be a hindrance. Especially if you're a child star, you get all the notoriety, but you really get none of the money of it. When you think about it, who was the first child star that really made it big on TV? That really commanded big money? You'd have to say one of them would be Michael J. Fox. Family Ties, the 80s really broke open the industry. Well, Shirley Temple's the only thing that kept, her mother was tough. Shirley Temple was the only thing that kept Fox Studios alive in the 1930s. But her and Dina Durbin were the two big ones. Basically, they hated each other's guts.
Without Vanilla Ice, the poor guy. He was before everything.
Yeah, but Natalie Wood started here in Santa Rosa. Yeah, I know Arthur Godfrey. He was from Baltimore. Yeah. He always sounded like his nose was plugged up. Natalie Wood was, but they weren't well paid. Natalie Wood's first movie was here. She was in Happy Land in 1938 or whatever with Alan Donna Michi. They don't even show her, but she dropped an ice cream cone on the sidewalk. Yeah, the parents and managers were really. Shirley Temple just had a really good manager or mother. She wasn't going to get bamboozled. away. Yeah, she actually managed to extend her career till she was like 18 years old, but they just could not accept her as a grown-up woman.
Practice. We like to go the fuck off.
That's what was so unusual. Mickey Rooney was one of the few that made the transition. People like their grown-up women to be women. They didn't want kids transitioning to that. What is for dinner in Rancho Kitchen Stadium tonight? How about some nice pepperoni chicken? Yum yum. Please like and subscribe. Always good stuff happening on the Rancho. Yeah, I remember the heck was his name? The heck was the MGM? Sam Goldwyn did not like, said that did not like how pudgy, did not like how pudgy Dorothy was. Judy Garland. Ooh, they used to absolutely torture her about her weight. They say she looked stuffed as Dorothy. Wonder what he would think today, Louis B. Mayer. I think he was Canadian. I'm not sure. All right, it's each time. You could be as big as Fatty Arbuckle, but it didn't matter if you were funny or if you were a male. It didn't matter. All right, let's get our coverage on here. Poor Fatty got screwed up when that woman died in the hotel room in San Francisco on their little trip. What is for dinner in Rancho Kitchen Stadium tonight? Well, how about a consistently Rancho favorite here? Pepperoni chicken. Please like and subscribe. Always good stuff happening on the Rancho. We got two cuts to choose from tonight. Yeah. Trotsky took off. He hates that big wheel on the alley there. What a nightmare. It's going to be a long summer. See, in this neighborhood, you don't have any gassy grandmas. They don't really care. We're so used to it, it's like, you know. What's up, Chef? How are you, Chef?
We didn't have no golf balls this week, right? We didn't even drink any beer, really. Took a day off.
You know who was the hero? You know who the genius was? Max Sennett, the one that brought all those together, Laurel and Hardy and Little Rascals and Max Sennett Studios.
Okay.
Good to see you, Chef. Looks good. Yeah, I'm in Hal Roach Studios, not Max Sennett. They were two different ones. Max Sennett did a lot of the silent stuff with oh, I can't remember the guy's name. Had kind of googly eyes. Time to hit the road. You're going down to New Orleans. Hey, Barry. An Acme oyster. Boy, am I jealous.
Salad.
What is he ever do? The two children in his late 30s and he still wears his, oh Lord. I saw some guy interviewing a professor from like, I don't know, NYU or something and on YouTube, and he's got his hat on backwards. Not the professor, but it's like, dude, come on. It's like a really well-known professor of anthropology or ancient studies, and the interviewer's got his hat on backwards. I'm like, what? Oh, okay, Chef. And the guy's like 45 years old or something. He's got his hat on backwards. If he had stood up, his pants might be at his knees. And, yeah, that's it, bro. I think I've worn it backwards one or two times just when I'm live to just goof around. You know. But then again, I don't wear my pants down on the knees. Well, that's good, Chef. Alan Gentry, that one is called the Music Box, and it was filmed down in Silver Lake down there. That was the very first year they had a Academy Award for shorts, and that was without a doubt the absolute funniest thing that Laurel and Hardy ever did by far. That was so funny, and I have a video, Alan, where I take people to the steps where that was filmed, and I walk up those steps to show people where it was. It's in Silver Lake area. There were like 2 Russian girls that showed up. They knew about it. I was trying to talk to them about it. They were trying to find it. But Lord, that was funny, the music box. Man, that was so well done. Yeah, near Silver Lake Boulevard there. Lots and lots of the movies for the studio were filmed at Silver Lake around there. All the road scenes with the palm trees on the sides of the boulevards and stuff. Oh, good. That's good, Chef. I have a video of their death car at the Whiskey Pete's in Prim, Nevada, right there, right across the border at the casino. Yeah, they were set up on that road down there. That's the days when the sheriff could just get a posse together. He'd just go into town. Y'all got, if anybody here got your weapons, come on out. Let's go. That's it, Catherine. Davy and Goliath. Gumby and Pokey. Hey, Garrett. Haven't seen you in a long time. It's good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Garfield was after my time. We had a Tennessee tuxedo. Right, Chumley, we must go see Professor Wolf. I don't know, Tennessee. I don't know. Don't worry, Chumley. Where Trotsky just doesn't care about food tonight. Speed Racer, Racer X, and Trixie. That was really early Japanese animation at Speed Racer. But I grew up in the era of Miss Sherry and lamb chop. You coming up for meat? There you go, meathead. Felix the cat, yeah. Trotsky, you're so regal. Huh? Where you going? Boy, you're a pain in the sack tonight. What are you doing? Yeah, but he's very skittish tonight. I don't know what's going on. Kukla, Fran, and Ollie, that's who I'm talking about. Kukla, Fran, and Ollie, and Miss Shari, and Lamb Chop. You're acting so weird tonight. Huh? Just acting all weird. Anybody remember Astro Boy? Go, 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 Astro Boy. Go, 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 Astro Boy. And beside and guide. I know it's two different things, but I remember Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. Man, you were a goof tonight. Playing all hard to get. Here, Muttonhead. There you go. Yeah, Miss Sherry had land chop, but I remember Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. Very much. I still remember being mildly annoyed by by lamb chop. Oh, Darla, she was my favorite. Darla was so cute. She was such a pudgy little thing. Who couldn't love Darla?
Our songs just sound really close. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the one. That's what I sing all the time. I'm in the mood for love, dear. Simply because you're near me. Alfalfa used to sing that. Dude, the name of the actor who did the silent film with the guy hanging on the clock. That was, he wore glasses. I can't remember his name. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Harold Lloyd, that was him. Harold Lloyd. The other big one was Buster Keaton. Harold Lloyd, he was the one that hung off the clock. He was very good. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Gee, Rock. Want to see me pull a rabbit out of my drawers? Ben Turpin, he was one of my favorites too. He had the two, he was always in the Charlie Chaplin, and he always had the two eyes that turned in. Ben Turpin. He was great. He's always, he was always in all the Charlie Chaplin. No, he was great. Sessue Hayakawa was the first real Asian star in the movies. With Marion Davis, she was beautiful. It's a shame she got gassed in a garage in Pacific Palisades down there. Terrible. God, I loved her. She was. They made fun of her in Citizen Kane, but she was a heck of a comedian. No, that was Thelma Todd I'm thinking of. Nobody's even heard of Thelma Todd. She was amazing. She was a real beauty, man, and she ended up mysteriously dead in the gassed in the garage. Cause of death: carbon monoxide poisoning, suspicious. Ooh. Always tragic. I love the Beverly Hillbillies, especially season 1 and 2. They never replayed it on TV. They never rerun the very earliest Beverly Hillbillies, but my Lord, season 1 and 2 are insane. When Granny Clampett found out that Milburn Drysdale His family came from, also from Tennessee, and how they were feuding. Yeah, don't forget to check out my video on the Rosie Murphy channel where I fly the drone over the Beverly Hillbillies mansion. That's gotten tens of thousands of views on that. Oh, she was good, yeah. That's really cool. I felt sorry for Marion Davies. Marion Davies was a heck of a comedian. But because of that idiotic William Randolph Hearst, made her like a parody.
Oh, Red's out. Right on. We're gonna play Tiny Cats next.
Yeah, everybody paid. That's good, Chef. Like everybody paid, yay! Everybody paid. It's a beautiful time when everybody pays. It's like you're coming to life all of a sudden, stretching your back like a Halloween cat. Tomorrow's going to be an easier day for me. It gets easier every day now. Oh boy, oh boy. Roadrunner, yeah. Pepe Le Pew. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead. I had to get medical attention a bit ago and leave the chat. Somehow I got an employees. Wow. Did you get on a steroid or something? Prednisone. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Trog, I hope you do better. Yeah, poison ivy is no fun. So great time tonight. We had a very stimulating chat this evening. Thank you. You look on the Rosie Murphy channel. Make sure you're subscribed over there. Just put the title of the videos I found, the Beverly Hillbillies Mansion. And it's really nice. It's in 4K. And you weren't even allowed to park over there. I was able to put the park. Yeah, that's a steroid. I was able to fly the drone over the over it. So check out all of my drone videos. I have dedicated playlists on that. So thank you everybody. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. And thank you for a very stimulating night. Thank you moderators for everything you do.